general, what was his name? The cousin, Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
Joe Walsh said the war's about to start. He said that stuff. He was a congressman.
Oh yeah, he said get ready for war, something like that.
Right. He said the war about to start. The real Americans are coming for you.
What the fuck y'all? Oh, sorry.
NBC.
What's he talking about? Oh, you mean the tribe of Gad? Fucking dumb.
All right, y'all
Real Americans, like they're not the real. Yeah, that's another thing because like they weren't the first people here, and that's why like all this. That's why the like the cycle of violence. They started that cycle of violence against them. But once again, like they hold themselves like not accountable for it. They think somehow that they're like the victim. They're not spiritual. They don't understand the scriptures, or even the concept of like reincarnation, because they are those same people like coming back, receiving the judgment for the things that they did. I shall get I need Isaiah 14 and 21. All right, because it's mainly the so-called white man, right? That he's got
Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
All right. So it says prepare slaughter for his children. All right, that's talking about the offspring. All right, through the lineage of the father. All right, because they've reaped the benefits. All right, and all right, they've done all these things. Like all right, this is the what they've done to the Native Americans. All right, slavery. All right, they're held accountable for it because like first and foremost, like reincarnation is in the scriptures, and they are those same people coming back.
Hey, Salaki, this guy, he actually died in Baton Rouge. This guy was named, it's like Fields or something like that. He died in Baton Rouge, man. He was a Baton Rouge dude. He was a Jake, that's in Baton Rouge. And it's funny. It's so funny in Baton Rouge.
Things that's popped up in Baton Rouge.
Yeah. Baton Rouge dude. So he saw know what the fuck he's doing, man.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Another thing, like, because like you so-called white people, you don't deserve to have any property. You're not even going to go back to the caves. All right, that's going to be our property. All right, after you get destroyed. All right, because first and foremost, you stole this land. All right, like not only did you steal this land from another group of people. All right, the main problem is you stole this land from the northern kingdom. All right, which is the Lord's chosen people. All right, so there's also Zechariah 2, he that touches you, touches the apple of his eye. All right, yeah, go what you got.
This is Micah 2 and 2. Woe, it's like, and thou covet fields and take them by violence, and house and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even men and his heritage.
All right, even like being a busybody in people's affairs, like things like getting arrested for like domestic violence. All right, and that's just a small thing. All right, and just like coveting house and fields, like another term for covet is like to be jealous of like someone else's like prosperity, right, and then acting upon it, and then like taking it from them, like whether it be by force. All right, and that's the spirit of Cain. All right, so you can someone can even like get that account. All right, because all right, that's the spirit of Cain, and the Lord set it up, right, until it was his time to come back as Esau, and then like get judged. Like that's right, that's basically like his his main blessing. I should do wickedness and get away with it. All right, because the Lord set him up to be the wicked, so he's just doing his job basically. Yeah.
You want the count of Cain?
Yeah. So start Genesis 4 and 4 and go until go until 15.
Genesis 4 and 4. And Abel he also brought of the firsting of his flock and of the fat thereof. And the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
All right, so, all right, now Abel, like he was, that was before he was Jacob, like in the reincarnation. All right, so the Lord put the spirit on Abel, all right, to be righteous and to do righteous acts according to the Heavenly Father. All right, and I'll keep going.
Verse 5, but unto Cain and his offering he had no respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance failed.
All right, so like he didn't do the right, like he was the one who was accountable for his own actions, but on a higher level, the Heavenly Father put the Spirit on him. But it was all right. It was his fault. All right, that his offering wasn't acceptable to the Heavenly Father. All right, but then like he got upset about it.
Right,
Right, even though it was his fault.
All right, the Lord requires a sacrifice of like, you know, a firstling, like one of the best animal, you know, like, you know, best sheep. Blood, yeah. Right. Cain brought vegetables, you know. And that's just like the white man, his countenance fall when you, well, nigga, you the one who fucked up the offering. So how is you mad?
Right. Like we were telling
You know what I'm saying?
the shit that they did and showing shit like this. Like when you see a so-called white man walk past and see slavery signs and all this shit, they get this face like, why the fuck would you bring that up? You know, because you did it, motherfucker.
Well, you did it. And
know
you
what
talking
I'm
about saving America. Well, nigga, you destroy your own goddamn place.
Right.
You the only motherfucker who sprays chemtrails in your own place. And get mad when, you know, when some shit pop off.
They get mad when you say anything to him, like we all in the story of Cain. You know, when the Heavenly Father asked him what happened to Abel, he says, you know, am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah, but let him keep it
Oh,
going with that.
Verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thou countenance fallen? If thou doesn't walk, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou dost not well, sin lieth at the door. And until there shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. And Cain talked with Abel his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
Yeah, like that so-called white man, like hey, me and my friends are having like this get together in the woods, like some type of shit like that. Like Abel probably didn't know what was like about to happen. Right, he was just like being yeah. Right, and then like he put him to death like unrighteous. Right, and he was the first murderer.
Huh?
So that's innate nature. To kill, just killing us for no reason.
That's that John 8:44 too.
Oh yeah.
Go to that.
Yeah, let me get that.
The word Cain, when you look up the word Cain, it means dagger. It means weapon, dagger, spear, something to
Tool or instrument.
the instrument to kill. So what Esau, what's his blessing? A dagger, a sword.
There they go.
So that's how we know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, the con hunter. Who up going to hunt?
Right. Kyle.
All right, St. John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth. All right, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. All right, so, all right, there's no way on, right, because he's pretty much like the right, like the devil's instrument.
Come on.
Yeah, keep going.
Right. Verse 9, and the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of
Alright,
thy...
so he's basically like when like you see like shows like CSI, where they or any like detective show where they like interview the killer first, but they don't have like enough evidence and all that. Alright, and so it's like, yeah, I was there. Yeah, how would I know where he was like on that night? You know, like we're both grown. I don't, you know. All right, but like the Heavenly Father, like being the Heavenly Father, like he knew already what happened. All right, and like Abel was in the spirit world, like complaining unto the Heavenly Father to avenge him for like what happened to him.
Kind of word Abel actually means transit too,
Yeah.
because transit, he was only here for a short period. You know, just like a transit, a bus transit, it's here and it's gone.
Yeah, and that's another proof of reincarnation, because it also means like going to another location.
Yeah, that's all. That's what it is.
Like if you like if you get like if you get like a transfer,
Yeah,
like
right.
you're doing something at one location,
Yeah.
but then
Your job transfer
yeah,
you to
you're
another
going on the way there until you get there. Or then like the spirit world's just like the it's basically like a bus to your next destination. Or then that waiting time like in between.
Trying to find. So yeah, I keep going. And he said, "What hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood crieth unto me from the ground." Right, transfer, like his name. He was just doing that, and just like us, you know, he was a martyr. Like us, some brothers is martyrs. You know, when innocent blood. He said the saints crying. I forget how it goes. Like the saints crying and continually to the Most High.
And the souls of the just
Right.
complain.
Complain. Complain. Even them brothers who just went in the spirit world this past week, man, you don't think they in their right mind now? They, you know, they like shit. You know, bring this devil down. So I keep going.
Yeah.
Verse 11. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which have opened her mouth to receive thy brother blood from thy hand. When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day forth. See my page written right here.
Hid thy face.
Right. And my page written right there. Genesis. I don't know that word right there.
What is it? Genesis what?
4 and 14. So Salaki,
It says, and from thy face shall I be hid, and I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass.
I'm with you now. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me. Verse 15. And the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slay Cain, vengeance he shall be taken on him sevenfold.
All right, that's what's going to happen. All right, like it always seems as if right, and that even goes with right, because he even like oppresses like all these other like heathen nations, whether it be like mainly like Ishmael, like a lot of like anti-war activists and you know, like anarchists and certain like organizations against the system always talk about like America's always about like blowing up brown people around the world, which is and that's why like he's like statistically like he's the most, right, that's like other than us like being hated, he's hated for the reason that he's occupying every country, like and they always have to like follow his laws, and like he's oppressing everyone like around the world. Right, so that's why they're and even like with Ishmael and Esau, the land of Israel right now, with those like they always talk about how tragic those like suicide bombers are, like these fake Jews, they always like over exaggerate like whatever happens to them, but whenever they do something to someone else, it's always like downplayed.
God.
Or like somehow like it never happened, or like they're the good guys somehow.
Yeah, they was bombing. What was that country that was bombing like last year? They kept bombing them, hitting them with missiles and stuff. Israel kept bombing some country.
There was
Syria, I think.
Yeah, Gaza.
Yeah.
They kept bombing it over and over.
the carpet bomb.
And this precept, this Revelation 20 verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the keys to the bottomless pit, and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil, and Satan, and he was bound him for 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit.
All right, yeah, and that was that was the fall of the Roman Empire. All right, and then the what they call like the Dark Ages and the Middle Ages, like before like the Renaissance and the Rebirth and all that. All right, but right, that was the time when we were ruling in Europe. All right, that was a bad time for them, so they try to like downplay it as like a time of no like civilization and all that. All right, but that's when we were ruling and having them in subjection.
Hold on, hold up.